Hello everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and I am continuing to work on some thank you cards. So today's project we are going to be using one of the stamp sets from the New Occasions catalog as well as a Sale-A-Bration set. So this stamp set is called All Things Thanks. As you guys know, one of my favorite thank you sets from the annual catalog is One Big Meaning. But this one is great too because the sentiments are different and they're in a different orientation than the other one. So this is another great one to have in your collection. You can see it has many different fonts. This one is a larger one. I love the script in those, so we're going to use that. And then one of the sets out of the Sale-A-Bration flyer that you can choose free with a $50 purchase is Delicate Details. So we are going to use a few of these in today's project too, which is really fun. Really nice set. So let me show you what our project looks like. This is actually the card that we are going to create. So you can see I'm doing a little bit of sponging around the background that I created with the Delicate Details, and then we're using the stitched framelits. I've also stamped my envelope so that it coordinates. I like to do that. So let's go ahead and show you how I created this. Alright, so we have a piece of Very Vanilla. This is going to be our card base. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Sahara Sand that is cut 4 by 5 1/4. That is going to be our layer. And then we are going to cut 2 of our ovals. So let's do that before we start stamping. Let me bring in the Big Shot. Okay, and I do have my magnetic plate platform in here as well as my precision base plate. And I have a scrap piece of Pink Pirouette. And we are going to use the largest stitched oval from our stitched framelit set. We're going to lay that down, and we're going to take one of our cutting plates and run that through. Okay. So there is our oval. Let me set that one to the side. And then I have a piece of our Very Vanilla. I'm not sure if I have, that's actually, well, it probably would work. Let's just try it. I might be a little bit close there. Let's see if we get lucky. Let me run that through. Let's see if I made it. Yep, I made it. Okay. We got lucky that time. Alright, let me set the Big Shot out of our way. Okay, so here's our piece of Sahara Sand to do our stamping on. And we are going to stamp our Delicate Details in the Sahara Sand onto this layer. So let me get a scratch piece for our background, because the stamps will go off a little bit. We're going to start with this stamp, so let me get this on a block and I will show you. So it's the little scalloped circle, and we will open our Sahara Sand and we'll ink that up. So that completes the background, and I can remove our scratch sheet there. What I am going to do now is just sponge the edges. So I'm going to use one of our finger daubers, and I'm just going to put that right into the ink pad and sponge up the edges of this layer. I think it just gives it a nice extra touch. It's a little bit more aged, antiqued, I guess you could say. I I love doing that with these colors of paper. The Sahara Sand, the Crumb Cake, all those neutrals. Okay. Let's see. That looks pretty good. All right, I think that looks good. So let's go ahead and adhere our layer. So we have our card base here in our Very Vanilla. Let me just grab my fast fuse. And you can see I made a little boo-boo. Didn't get a good clean image there, so I just flipped it over. So we will now adhere our layer just like that. All right. So next we can go ahead and work with our ovals. So what I did is I used a little bit of our burlap ribbon. This can be found in the annual catalog. And I am just going to kind of eyeball this. Grab my scissors. This is about a 5 1/4 inch strip. I'm going to put a little bit of fast fuse on the edges. Okay. And then I'm just going to adhere that directly across the center of my oval. Just like that. And then we can add more adhesive to the back of this. And we are going to lay that in the center of our card. And typically you see the ovals going vertically, so this time I thought I would turn it horizontally and see how I liked it. Alright, so let's stamp our sentiment. We are going to stamp Thanks for Everything in the Sahara Sand onto the pink pirouette. I'm just going to ink this one up. Okay, make sure I'm straight. Keep my black straight. Just give that a nice press. Okay. And now we can go ahead and put this on the front of our card. Grab some more adhesive. Okay. You can go ahead and lie that over. Alright. Let's give our card a nice crease with our bone folder. Alright, and then one last step was for the envelope. I also stamped on that. So I'm going to lay that flap open. I'm going to get my largest border that we use. So this was the third one. I'm going to ink that up in the Sahara Sand. And we are going to stamp that just across the flap of the envelope. Give that a nice press. Looks good. Okay. So that completes our project for today. I know the delicate details would be beautiful in many, many different colors, so I hope you guys like this set and our project for today. If you do have any questions about Sale-A-Bration, please let me know. For every $50 you spend in my online store, you will get to choose a free item from that Sale-A-Bration flyer. So it's completely unlimited. There's no limit to that. So just keep that in mind. And I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.